Great. Why do we have to drop out of hyperspace here of all places?
Be glad we landed in an uninhabited system. At least there aren't any patrols here to bother us.
And? Can you get the drive going again?
Patience. Think about our cargo. If I fire the impulse drive too hard now, it'll knock our socks off.
We shouldn't have stolen the containers. The stuff is too dangerous.
Wait up! What's that? I don't think we're alone.
Could be some sort of hyperspace gate.
Just much bigger. They're coming straight at us!
I've never seen ships like that.
Hey, what are they doing? Ah!
My problem. I'll handle it. Ah, Chiron. Good that you're here.
Hi, Robert. Is it okay?
No problem. Come in.
Hey, did you see that ship that just came in? Man, what a machine. I wish someday I could...
Damn. Yes, I saw it.
You sent for me, sir?
Yes, of course, I did. Simrob Security Services congratulates you on completing your training. You have shown extraordinary talent, and you now have the privilege of calling yourself an escort pilot with pride. At ease. Your father would be proud of you, Chiron.
Yeah, I wish he were here.
Me too, believe me. Well. Look here. This is one of the first models of the new Darkstar, a technically advanced long-range fighter.
That was the ship.
It's the best ship in the whole sector.
Wow.
The Darkstar has an intelligent upgrade system which can integrate equipment from any technological base into the ship's systems. Besides that, you're literally able to expand your ship when you have enough experience. Weapon mounts, improved hull, stronger engines, everything can be upgraded, yeah? However you like.
Amazing.
Your father wanted you to have the ship when you'd finished your training. I have had you released from all other assignments, so use the time to do the training sessions and become familiar with the ship.
When can I get started?
As far as I'm concerned right now. You can access the missions from the terminals. Hey, but you know how that works. And don't scratch the paint, you hear?
I'll try my best.
And here we are. We have received the Darkstar One. And we have a bit of text about all of this. A new ship. Upon your recent qualification as an escort pilot, Robert presented you with a gift from your late father. The gift is a new type of long-range fighter. Familiarize yourself with the station and complete some assignments from the terminal. Robert has suggested that you should concentrate on the training missions to begin with. That absolutely makes sense. Now let's familiarize ourselves a bit with the station. We have equipment here. where we can buy new equipment if we had any significant amount of money. This is not much. We can buy a couple of missiles, but we don't even have a missile launcher to begin with. Also, lots of equipment, multiple stages of equipment, everything can be upgraded, as you said. And to do that, for example, we could trade. We have a bunch of trade goods here. These are the same for every station. Green bars mean there's a lot of those here. Red bars mean there's not a lot of those here. So basically you want to buy green and sell where it's red. Then we have the panorama, which is just looking outside. It's actually quite beautiful because, well, technically, I guess at all times, the outside has always been loaded and stays loaded, until of course we go to a new sector, at which point we will have a new outside. Then we have the terminal, where we have our quests. We also have news. For example, we have these two items here, and they are actually related to us. I'm going to read from the bottom because as far as I know, the bottom parts are the earlier messages. Farewell to Simon Jarvis. Simon Jarvis, co-founder and former head of Simrop Securities, was buried in a solemn ceremony. His son Kieran Jarvis, that is us, ignited the rockets that had sent his father's casket into the Pencast sun. I'm surprised they called it a burial, because that kinda sounds like incineration to me. Anyway, a strange ship. Personnel from several cargo vessels have reported sightings of an unusual ship in the Pencast sector. The ship is believed to be the Darkstar One, a top-secret project of the recently deceased entrepreneur Simon Jarvis. Simrop Security Services, the security company Jarvis co-founded, declined to comment on the sightings, but anonymous sources inside the company spoke of an ancient alien technology that has been implemented into the ship. Very interesting, because, you know, we are flying that. We also have this here. It's basically a list of ships that are departing and stuff and approaching, all cargo vessels, and we can accept escort missions from here, from those departing. We can also just wait for them who, you know, want to depart. Then also we have our normal missions. Right now we have valuable goods from Norbert, which, if I'm not mistaken, is one of, or maybe even the main developer of the Hidden Clusters mod. This is basically just a sort of intro quest, but we will get to that later. Right now we have the basics. Our client is Simrop Security Services Limited. Leave the trade station. Aram is your flight instructor. Follow his instructions when you are in space. So let's do that.
Hi, Kayron. I'm Aram. Robert told me to help get you started with the Darkstar One controls. Let's begin with something simple. You can turn the ship and look around by using your mouse. The keys W, A, S, D control your thrusters. In order to adjust your basic propulsion, that is the velocity of your ship, use your mouse wheel.
Alright. Controls just really normal and basic. As far as I know, there is no going up or down in these spaceships.
I will now mark a practiced route. Just follow me. Verification sequence.
Also, if you are too slow, he will kinda not really yell, but, you know, complain, why aren't you going through them quickly enough? So I'm just going to go ahead. Oh, you know, yeah, no, I'm going to go ahead. It's not worth waiting for these few lines.
Great. This is working very well. Off to the next waypoint.
We also have a boost gauge on the right side of our UI. The left side, we will not be concerning ourselves with that just yet.
Done with your practice round.
Not really much of a round either, but anyway.
That was brilliant! See? Flying the Darkstar One is just as easy as controlling the ships you were used to before. Let's move on to your next lesson. Approach to a distance of 1.0 units, and then follow me.
By which, as far as I know, he means 1.0 units or less. So now we have to follow him. Anyway, we also have our gauges in the top left, the top right corner of the screen. We will shortly have to deal with them. I'm just going to say the green one, that's our weapon energy. And the blue one, that is our shield energy. And we have this slider here with which we can actually switch where our generator is putting more or less energy.
Kayron, by the meteorite over there is an obsolete communication satellite. We will now dispose of this space junk. Important mission objects will be displayed on the left side of your cockpit. Pressing and holding the space key will toggle from crosshairs to mouse cursor. This will enable you to select the mission object with your mouse. Alternatively, you can open the object list by pressing the button in your cockpit and select a target from that list. Select the satellite now. If you do everything correctly, it will appear in the display of your target. Okay, approach the selected satellite and shoot it down. You can fire your bow lasers with the left mouse button. Don't forget the targeting guide. It will appear as soon as you're within firing range of the target.
Kinda got him off by selecting it too quickly. Anyway, now if you look at the top right corner, why do I have problems with this right now? You will see our weapon energy slowly going down, I think. Yeah.
Apparently the satellite is protected by an old sentry platform. Eliminate both, the satellite and the platform. And be careful that you are not shut down yourself, Kayron.
I'm not even sure if they have the firepower to go through our shields. Yeah, they do. Ever so slightly. So what we can do is just, circle around the enemy, use our strafing and turning.
That was not bad. I didn't think there was that much explosive junk in that field. I would have liked to have helped you, but my training ship is unarmed.